Hello students, welcome to online video lecture series of Artificial Intelligence and Intelligent System provided by St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management, affiliated to Maharishi Dayanand University, Rohtak, Haryana, approved by Government of India and AICTE. I am Ms. Pritishri Patnaik, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Computer Science Engineering. In today's lecture, we will be continuing with the Unit 1 topic as per the curriculum syllabus. That is, we'll be discussing about intelligent system, what is intelligent and agent, that is belonging to the field of artificial intelligence. Also, the different types of models that are mostly used, their architecture to design any of the intelligent system body. So let's begin with our class. So what exactly when we say about an agent, who is an agent? A human being can be an agent, like say raw agent or like security agent. Whenever we say we are the agent of a system. And also, what is the impact of agent in the field of artificial intelligence? Can we make the system that we are developing more fruitful if we are designing in a proper way? Then only the robot or the intelligent system is going to give the desirable output. To a layman, let's say agent is nothing but like a machine or a human being, robot or any programming code that has been working in such a manner to provide you the desirable output. Mostly in terms of AI, the study of rational agents to its environmental factor is said by the agents in artificial intelligence. The agent sense the environment through the sensor and act accordingly the environmental through the actuators. An agent can have a mental properties that is going to helpful, such as knowledge, belief and action. Mostly when we say an agent, let's say the agent is able to interact with the environment. कभी भी जो भी agent हम design कर रहे हैं in the field of intelligent system, वो agent क्या होता है कि वो सबसे पहले environment के साथ sensor के through से interact करने की कोशिश करता है and it get learn from the environment through the stimuli part or like for the sensor part, or it pre-receive the information. Accordingly, अब जैसे information gather होने के बाद then agent is been defining with the help of agent program or like the knowledge base, and also taking the action or the steps through the process of knowledge development and complete a task. What is an agent? Let's have a definition. An agent can have anything that receives the information from the environment through the sensors and upcoming environment through the actuators. An agent is continuously been interacting with the environment in every aspect, so that this is a cycle of receiving, thinking and agent. Whenever we do certain kind of a work, let's say human being is able to sense the environment. When we say, so how we are sensing to the environment? We have skin, we have eye, we have nose, we have a sensory organs with us. So whenever the perceived and knowledge based system is working, we have been perceiving to the environment, we are gaining the information, like we are able to interact with the environment to gain the things. And this perception is also been done in two categories, that is we have the current data, current scenario or the historical data. Let's say when we say we have something with the current scenario, for example, when a 5 years boy or like for the 1 year boy is been given down the first time the rice or dal, the actual test he is going to be remember. And when it comes to the historical data, whenever that same food is been given down to the mouth of that human being, he is able to recall the taste. That is the part of sensing. That now let's see how this is with the agent been classified. This is the human agent, robot agent or the software agent. Now what is a human agent? A human agent has its own eye, ear and other organs which works together, like with the sensory hands, legs, vocal tracheas, which will be actually working for the actuators. When we say robot, a robot is an agent which can have a camera, infrared rays, finding the NLP system, that is the natural language processing, for the sensor in order to interact with the environment, and various motors for the actuators. Same way, when we say an agent is a programming code, in that field software agent is also the agent which is having its keystroke, file management system, sensory input and output data to display the accurate result on the screen. So moving ahead, we need to discuss what is it exactly, the sensor or actuators or the effectors. when we say about the sensor, it is a device which detects the change of the environment. एनवायरनमेंट के अंदर जो भी चेंजेस हम नोटिस करते हैं एवरी डे टू डे लाइफ में, वो हमें क्या होता है कि हम उसको सेंस करते हैं, उसके रिगार्डिंग ही हमें ये सारी चीज़ें पता चलता है. सेम वे विद द फील्ड ऑफ intelligent system, the sensor is the device which will be detect the change of the environments and sends the information to other electronic devices. That is the sensor. What is the actuator? Actuator is the other component in the machine that converts the energy into a motion. हमें क्या action step लेना है when we are putting any searching algorithm, or like the robot is going to solve the complex searching algorithm from initial state to reach to the goal state. What exactly the type of steps that is been taking in that particular action of movement? The actuators are responsible for moving the and also controlling the system. Mostly in the field of AI, when we'll be implementing to develop a robot, we'll be using electric motor, gears, rail, etc., etc. What is now the part of actuators? When we say actuators are the device which will be making an effective knowledge information with the environment, like leg, wheel, arm, these all things. Like when we say, for example, when a human being is sneezing, what happens when we sneezing? Ultimately there is a reflex action that our hand directly go to our nose. That is the reflex actuator. When we are putting any action to the human being has its own brain. Even this trend is already given since our childhood, that whenever we are sneezing, we need to put our hand to our nose. That is a part of the sensory organs. So this is the exactly what we are discussed till now. This is a robot or a agent who has been interacting with the environment to perceive all the information, and accordingly that how the perceived is been done with the help of a sensor, and this is going to give the action to the environment whatever it has gained. Same way to take the actuator, that is the output result that will be collecting. In terms of intelligent agent, if we could say, we need to focus with some of the parameter which is mostly very important. Let's say when we say that some of the information that we have gained with us, the agent is always try to take a good decision with the mapping system. Once the perception is complete, then it will compare those all things with the historical data and the current data to go for a exact or accurate result for it. Let's say, for example, when we say that for example, Ram said my niece is paining. Ram said my niece is paining after I got fracture in my leg. Now what happened in this statement? Ram is giving all the conclusion also. Ram said my knee is paining. So the action movement to that particular situation is that Ram is having a pain in his knee. Now again the second contradictory conclusion statement, he has been stated that I got fracture in my leg. So what it has been predicting when we compare to the historical analytical data, that after the fracture, the Ram is now having pain in his knee. Okay, mostly this data or the information which is collected, this is going to be stored in terms of program that the agent is going to be taken down in the part of actuator. Whenever human being is taking any decision to complete the task, the human being is always taking the action plan in order to complete the task. That is a part. Okay, and mostly this is the part of the cycle that we come across. The agent will perceive the information or the knowledge with the good decision making system interacting with the environment part. Let's have an example. Suppose we have developed a robot with us and we have kept with our home. For example, let's say human being is having a perception by seeing the cloud. Yeah, it's maybe rain. So should I take the umbrella or not? Same way, we are implementing an intelligent agent with us that is going to predict the situation, and it is going to helpful for us. While let's say I have a robot Sophia with me, or like Mike is my robot that I am having with me. So Mike is telling me that it is cloudy today, so take the umbrella. So this is what exactly. Now the robot has been having perceived to the environmental through the sensing part, and now the robot has been helping me out to find this actual weather condition outside the home. Whenever I am going out, I should carry an umbrella with me. Now how I am going to carry the umbrella with me? I need the hand who will be effector. Effector is the part that is going to hold on all these components that are supposed to be. The same process we are planning to interrogate with our robot through developing the intelligent system. We will follow some of the rule. We will follow the different category of agents in rational and rationalist way. The agent must have the goals to achieve that high performance, optimize the result. When we say rationalize, right to action with the current action situation is also there. For example, Sophia is the robot that has been developed, and we come across with various rules is also important. The first rule is that agent must be ability to perceive to the environment, because until and unless the agent is not going to interact with the environment, it is going to be difficult to understand what exactly we are supposed to do. Observation is must have to be clear, good decision making system. The agent has to take a clear picture of observing strategy so as to make a good decision, and decision should be as per the action that is to be taken. It is not that it make us to me in the field of uncertainty. The decision exactly what the output is should be taken down. The action taken by the agent must be have a rationalized action also. Now the rationalized agent, if I could say, the agent which is having a clear performance model with the uncertainty part and act to minimize the performance measure with all possible condition. Only one particular step of action will not be taking. We can take more than one action with the field of searching algorithm, and will be considered the best possible solution to it. Now on the part of rational agent is measured by the performance of measuring quantity. The agent priorly can take the probability structure also, all best possible actions that can be taken through this sequence of actions. Now when we say about the agent, what has to be the structure of an agent, that must be also need to be defined. Who will be agent, that all required some software application program or the development criteria, and also it should follow some of the architectural design. So agent is the part. If it is a set, then these are the two subset are interacting with the agent. These are the main part that comes under whenever we are planning to design any intelligent agent. Let's say we have a predefined architectural body with the machinery design where the robot can be manufactured, and also what kind of agent program that is need to be designed. That is the functionality we start to dependable to the function of agent. An agent program is the application of the agent function which executes the physical architecture to produce functional part. Okay, we have an example here, that is peace. This is actually Tesla robot car that is introduced with the robot agent behavior, mostly used in the part. This is artificial intelligent machine, fully automated car has been developed, and most of the abroad countries are still implementing it using in their country. This is the typical model that we come across. What all the parts that will be making consideration: performance measure, environment, actuators and sensors. These are the four spots that comes whenever we consider with the part of this. And what exactly this is going to give performance when we say, suppose this is a self-driven automatic car, this is developed by the scientists in this arena. The performance wise, it is going to give you the safety part, like this is been driven automatically, so time conservation is required, comfort is required for the user. Environment, whenever we are making this car to be run on the field of roads and other vehicles are also interacting, the pedestrian is there, road traffic signals are there, automatic everything is been judging out. Then actuators, when we say, we have the controlling power, steering, accelerator, brake, signal, horn, music system, AC, these all part are come down. Then we have the sensory part. If it is running with the environmental, then it need to have a good camera option, GPRS, speedometer, this all, accelerator, sonar radiation, this all the part comes under it. Okay, so mostly we have come across with the fundamental part, what is exactly the agent. Next we will begin with the types of agents, and also we will have a clear picture about the models that are used to develop this kind of agent. So basically the taxonomy of types of agent is broadly classified into 5 categories: simple reflex, model based reflex, goal based agents, utility based agents, learning agent. So we'll start with the first one. What is the reflex agent? Reflex agent is nothing but it is the very simpler method and most renownedly used robot agents till now. When we say the topic word like simple and reflex, so the reflex is ultimately giving the definition immediately or spontaneous action to be taken down. That is a part. That is the reflex action. For example, as I have already given the example, whenever we are sneezing, ultimately the human being is putting the hand to the mouth. No, that is a part. That is the perception of the current situation, what we are exactly to do. And rest all in the part of perception theory, we are also ignoring the part of historical data. Here it is mostly you do the things with the help of a calculation and analytical study that is used. It is mostly based upon the use of if then else rule. The environment is already will fully measurable in this case, like and sometime it is partially been organized also. We'll have a clear picture over the diagram or the architectural diagram. So let me give you the definition. The simple and reflex agents are the simple agents. The agent take the decision on the basis of current perception and ignore the rest historical data. The agents are also succeed with the fully observable environment, what we have already discussed till now. And most important that it works on the if then rules, it come across with that. And this is the environment through which the agent is going to interact with the environment to get the information or the knowledge through the field of percept and using the sensory part, and also what exactly the thing from the world the agent is able to learn or gain the knowledge, then what the action step that is going to be taken. And moreover here we are using the conditional statement, like if then action rules have been applicable to take the decision, and the action will be given down to the environment part. Okay, so this is the part of as we say, this is the simplest reflexive action. For example, let's say we have a robot inside the a home, and the robot is actually been planning to switch on the AC. Whenever the temperature is above 45 degree, automatically the robot is going and making the switch on the AC. But sometimes it is also not that much fruitful if we take this simplex reflexive action. In some case, like human being, those who don't require to switch on the AC whenever the temperature is above 45 degrees centigrade, so it is going to create a problem. So every, like we cannot say every instant of work or reflexive mechanism can be fruitful. Multiple agents or multiple action state, it is going to be a contradictory statement. Like if under a if ladder, like if we are having this, then again we are having this. So in that case it is making something contradictory statement where we can go down for the like model based agent. So what we are actually doing, instead of taking the if then condition rule over here, in the model based we will be designing the model that is going to helpful for us. Let's say like the robot whenever going to switch on the AC, maybe we say some of the elder person are there at the home and they are not willing to switch on the AC whenever the temperature is above 45 degree. So what happened, will we make a knowledge based, exactly, we'll make a knowledge based, we'll put all the scenarios over there. Once these scenarios are going to be fruitful, at that particular time we can switch on the AC. The robot can take one particular decision for the current scenario, and we are keeping all this part in the field of model. We are designing a model that is going to take down the reflex action to that. Model based work exactly partially observable environment with the same features, like have the simplex reflex model, that is a part, it is going to store the knowledge how the things are happening in the world and what model based agent can be taken. And also sometimes we come across with the intermediate states also. The internal states are going to represent the current state on the basis of historical data also. Like say whenever we are keeping a confirmation with us, yes, the temperature is high, but that is a inside the home there is a human being who has been having asthma. So we will be keeping this all certain fact that if it is required, the agent is the robot is going to switch on the AC, or if it is not required, in that case it will not automatically take any reflex action to this. These agents have a model which is the knowledge based to the world, making the confirmatory part. See, this all part has been remains step same. Only we have introduced this model, that is the knowledge based, that to move to this particular state, to move the sensory part, what exactly the world is look like now. This is what we have prescribed from the environment part, and now definitely we are taking in a field how this is going to be helpful to us. Like we will taking the state wise and will be observing the world, what actions to be taken in the if then else ledger, and simultaneously the actuator will help you to take the step to solve this kind of issue. And moreover, updating the agent, here we have involved how the world look like and how the agent will be taking the action to solve this kind of a query. Next we have a goal based system. Sometimes what happens, the knowledge based is also not that much fruitful. So we approach one more method, that is the goal based. This is the expansion method of model based or the reflex agent. It mostly follow the principle of supervised learning method, because when we say about the goal based, the exactly we know the goal of our situation, like goal of the searching algorithm. More important, we need to analyze where we are approaching to reach, how we are approaching to the goal state. That is the part. The knowledge of a current state is not always sufficient to decide for an agent what to do, what not to do. The agent need to take a goal. Exactly. Whenever we are starting to reach to a goal state, there can be more than one feasible state, but we always follow the shortest path. So what happened? We make a goal over here, so that the goal can be easily approached and the searching criteria can match, the goal can be easily approached. The goal based expand the capability of the model by the agent having a goal information, and this is also implementing with the factor of supervised learning. The agent may consider long sequence possible actions and decide whether the goal is achieved or not. Some consideration also come in the field of searching and planning. The searching and planning, this is the two important parameter in this module. Like whenever we are getting the goal also, we need to plan how to reach to the goal. Whenever there is more than one searching parameter or more than one searching path is there in our algorithm, so we will follow with the shortest path. For example, let's say we have, when we are using the GPRS, we are traveling with nowadays in Ola or Uber or any of the facility, and we are using we are going to an unknown place, we are follow with the shortest path using the GPRS, but ultimately what happened, are we reaching to a goal place in the definite solution or not? That is a part. We are taking the shortest path, as many as number of paths been visible to us in the through the GPRS. This is the environment through which the agent is going to interact and perceive the information, how the world look like and what all actions that we are supposed to take. And we come across with the knowledge base, where the historical information are already present, and newly we are introducing the goal state, that we are taking the help of a teacher, that is a supervised learning. All the steps are going to be feasible once we have started from initial and we are going down with the goal state through the shortest path that we have followed to reach down to the destination location. Next we have utility based. What is utility? Utility in the sense, when we have more beneficial, that is a part of utility, that is the best optimal solutions that we have. It mostly focus not utility based is not only focusing with the goal state, but it is giving the best output result. What is the utility goal or the state that is to be represented? Mostly we are depicting here with the utility function that is replaced with the goal part. Okay, the architecture will remain same, only in this case we are making the utility function. This utility function is further having the making the agent to be interact in two states, that is we are taking the positive approach or the negative approach for the agent reaction, that is in the happy state or in the unhappy state. This is the most thing that comes to mind. The agent is similar to goal based, but the most but we are providing an extra component here, that is the utility will be, which is going to be measure the success of a given state. Utility based are basically not only observing the goal state, but also help to give a result when we have multiple possible alternative solutions existing, or like more than one goal state are there for a complex problem. This kind of a model can be used over there. So let's have the example. So here in the previous architecture we have a goal state, the same part only we have replaced here. The utility function has been given, which will be adding two part over here. Once we have come down with the actions, what it is going to be take with the action A, and how this is making the utility come down with the happiness criteria or unhappiness state. For example, when I say happiness and unhappiness states, this is the two part. What happiness that is occurred? Let's say we are traveling with our cab and ultimately we have taken the shortest distance, okay, but unfortunately in that part maybe we get stuck with accident, we get stuck with some of the natural calamity occur, or there is a breakup of the bridge that has been connected between the two states. So ultimately what happens, some obstruction is coming, so we have been going down to unhappy state. So what is utility will give you? So finally what happened, we need to process out and move from the unhappy state to happy state, and then the what action that the actuator will be taking to reach to the environment part. So utility will give you the best possible output solution when there is more than one goal state and the solution make you feasible to solve the complex problem. Learning agent, this is also come across with that. What is the learning agent? Is the AI agent which is having mostly do the things comparable to the historical data, that is the past experience or the learning capability. It start with the actual basic knowledge that is to be adaptable automatically through the learning parameter. Learning element is there, citic critic is also there, performance element is also there, problem generator is also there. These are the four conceptual components that is most important when you are designing any of the intelligent system by using the learning agent. Okay, it is responsible to make the involvement with the environment so that learning can be fruitful. What about the critic? Critic is going to help you to give to feedback to this system, that what we have learned, that is the fixed performance standard or not. Do we need to make some feedback from the environment, and we keep on learning. Performance is the responsible for selecting one particular action. With that, problem generator is going to fruitful with the part of suggestion and controlling way. So this is the diagram exactly. This is the environment we have been perceiving, making the environment. So what happened? All the fields that are already present in the above state, like goal or utility or simplex, reflex or like model based, here this is completely depend upon the learning factor. Okay, the agent will be giving the performance standard. On that, critics is also there. We are taking the feedback from the learning element that we have been perceived or the sense directly from the environment. Then if there is some changes is required, then we'll be go with the path of changes, performance based element. Again we are gaining some more knowledge to that element. Again we are keeping in a problem generator. If there is need some modification, then we will be make this modification in the performance element, and then we are going down with the effector who is going to take the action and completing the task to the environment part. Okay, so my dear students, for today's lecture we have come across with the types of agents that and all the agents model also. So I think you have learned too many architectural diagram today. So I'll suggest to go through with the lecture once more. Write all this model once more in your copy, draw the diagram, try to explain by yourself. So this is particularly a long question, and most of the university exam are coming. And also you should know, because in the future ahead, when you will be become a good software architecture, you should clearly understand how an intelligent agent that you are developing, at what category, what all the models that are existing in real time world, and what all benefits that you are gaining with this architectural model. So thank you for today's lecture.